Good evening, and welcome to the Society, our weekly Vaesen RPG campaign. My name is Loki, and I will be your game master for these dark and thrilling tales. It is with great pleasure that I welcome you to this... What is it now, the 5th episode? The 5th episode of Chapter 4, and I hope that we delight, fright, and intrigue you with mystery and adventure. So without further ado, let's meet our cast. Ta-da! Take it away.
Hello everyone, I'm Dan, also known as Divinink, and I am playing Dagmar Eriksson the Vagabond.
Hi, I'm Mike, playing Maximilian Fjorbark, the paranormal investigator.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm playing Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, the officer.
AKA Sniffer.
Fuck, I hope you forgot about that.
Thanks for that.
I'd forgotten about that. I'm glad it's back.
Although I might update it to Colonel Sniffington.
Colonel Sniffington.
God. Hi, I'm Charlie. I'm playing Lily Holstein Romanoff, the socialite.
We have a number of people we would like to thank for all the resources and contributions they have provided to tonight's episode. The link should appear in the Twitch chat or in the details below if you're catching up on our YouTube.
Our virtual tabletop tonight is the incredible Roll20, featuring their dynamic lighting feature, inbuilt character sheets, and virtual dice roller. Go check them out at roll20.net. In addition, our battle maps were created using Dungeon Fog and the amazing assets there. Yes, we do need a sniff redeem.
We do! We really do! It'll take all of your good dice rolls as well. Our character art was created by the extremely talented Shusha, who you should go check out on Instagram at Shusha UK. That's ZSU UK. Our game tokens and dice roller tokens come from the Vaesen RPG rulebook by Free League and from the amazing artist Johan Egerkrans.
The music and ambient sound throughout the stream come from Tabletop Audio and Kevin McLeod and Incoptech, all provided by the Roll20 Jukebox. You can check both these amazing artists out via their website at tabletopaudio.com and incoptech.com.
Hey! Awesome! Let's hit that intro video. And we're back. We're ready. We're so excited. Well, I'm excited. I don't know if everyone else is excited, but I certainly am. Let's do a quick recap on what happened. some time in the past that time
Last
means
week.
nothing for me anymore.
Yeah.
As the GM, I'm like a Time Lord. Like, I haven't got a clue what day it is, what time it is. I don't know what I'm even doing here. Last week, our brave souls continued their investigation, following more deaths aboard the Trans-Nordic Express. Things took a sharp turn and an escalation when the strange spirit that seems to be haunting the train threatened the Colonel that he was next. A dramatic combat in the bar car ensues as the guard and the remaining guests fall asleep under the spell of some terrible creature that appears intent on harming the Colonel. Using salt to try and defend themselves, our brave souls fought back the spirit, but it was the Colonel that dealt a final blow, drawing forth his father's pistol and firing at the spirit. And we rejoin our brave souls aboard the train. Or do we? Or do we?
There is no train.
There never was a train.
Oh, that's why. One moment, please.
Please hold, viewers.
And please hold. For God's sake. It's not an episode of the Society without some sort of technical issue of some description.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Let me just
Playing with the doors.
No one's playing with the doors. It's Roll20.
Et voila. Okay, we rejoin our players aboard the disco train, apparently. Honestly.
This is why we can't have nice things.
No more doors. 0 doors will be included from now on to stop this shenanigans.
That's okay, that means you've got to do more work.
Yeah.
Play with the doors again, yay!
Right, that's it. TPK time.
The train runs into an avalanche.
I mean, someone's
Everybody aboard is killed.
Yeah, someone's already suggested a terrible train accident. I mean, it could happen. I could make it happen. Colonel, over to you. As you stand in the train, holding your sword, your rapier. But there is a clear bullet hole in the window of the train.
Please tell me somebody else saw that.
Did we see a gun?
I saw a gun.
GM?
GM,
Yep.
did we
Did
see
we
all of
see a
that
gun?
Yes, everybody saw the gun.
Right, okay.
Sorry.
And did everyone get the vision as well?
No.
So it was just me that got the vision.
It was just
of...
you that got the vision. Everyone else just saw you pull a gun out of nowhere, fire at the ghost, and now the gun has disappeared.
This tale is becoming odder and odder the further we go on. How did your gun become a rapier? And maybe that was what I saw in my vision. It wasn't somebody that looked like you. It was you.
No, I also had a vision. I saw myself as being my father, and a retelling of events that I did not know happened. It looked like a business deal went awry, and my father decided to shoot Magna.
Oh,
Interesting.
And it's the reason why Magna is limping. It appears.
so Magna has a vendetta against your family.
My father doesn't venture much far out of England. So this might be the easiest way of getting his revenge.
I'm gonna just check the police officer. Well, the train officer.
Guard, yeah.
Yeah. Is he still asleep?
Yeah, fast asleep.
Perfect. Whilst everybody is asleep, shall we very quickly try and check both ends of the train?
Can I go through the guard's pockets, please?
Oh, gosh. Yes, you
Take the
can.
keys.
Need the keys.
Take the keys.
Exactly.
Yep, absolutely. There's a big ring of keys that you know is like the skeleton keys for the train.
Is there anything else of note?
There is a little notebook that's got a sort of stubby pencil like in amongst the pages. It's one of those notebooks where it's got a piece of string that ties all the way around the outside of it. So it's got the little pencil tied in with the papers. And it's quite battered and worn out. Other than that, he does have a hip flask on him.
Mine?
I thought that would go walkies.
While everyone's still asleep, I will go investigate Ola and check his pockets.
Yeah, Dagmar's going to turn to everyone else and go, look, while everyone's here, this is the chance to see if there's anything upon these people.
I'll go
You
through the
should go check
doctors.
everyone. Is there anything in this notebook
It's like
beyond...
it's all the notes that the guard has taken for the case,
Uh-huh.
including all the like private conversations he's had with people. He's recorded things they've told him in the notebook. It starts off a little bit boring, like, you know, the start of the journey, but then obviously it's become the guard's like case file.
Uh-huh.
What's on the doctor?
What secret conversation? Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, that's right. You've already checked the doctor's pockets and gone through them. If
Well,
you
I'm
remember.
going through his trouser pockets now.
I mean, you've gone through. You've already gone through his pockets, and you found if you.
I've got the.
It was a letter.
It was a letter, yeah,
Yeah.
written by Magna to the Doctor, Mr. Doctor Varland.
Yeah.
Wanting a sleeping draft.
Yeah, to sleep
Wanting
as if he had
something to
died.
Sleep as if he had died. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Other than that, the doctor doesn't really have anything on him.
Fair, fair, fair.
I'm trying to remember, what secret conversations did the guard have with people? There was-
He has spoken to nearly everyone on the train.
There's no point me going through each individual one and asking for you to come up with a story beyond making you do half the work tonight. Ooh, that's tempting.
Oh, I was going to say, I like that.
And then there is a terrible train accident and everybody dies. Ta-da!
But Dagmar's going to scan through each page, including those private conversations, while consuming the hip flask. And I just want to know, is there anything relevant of note that jumps out of any of them?
Okay, well, I shall give you a quick rundown.
In one.
And here we go. The guard has managed to rummage around some information on the magnificent Hugo Bjornsson, the magician. Turns out that the former incredible magician had a very affluent backer who not only secured the very best venues, but also paid for nearly everything. And the guard, from speaking to people, has hypothesized that such a deal is never one-sided; it's always two-sided. So the magician must owe someone big. Bishop Ling is Magna's confidant, religious advisor. Magna has all but employed Bishop Ling, who is the bishop for the church right near where Magna lives. The guard has theorized then that the connection here might actually be Magna, in so much as maybe the bishop knows something really important. Something so important that the bishop has ended up dead. Dum dum dum. The conversation that does catch your eye, however, is the one the guard had with Annette before her untimely demise. Annette has she knows quite a few things. She seems to be quite a gossip. She has told the guard that Magna and the magnificent Hugo Bjornsson,
Quite the sausage enthusiast.
She heard them furiously arguing about money in Magna's office, because she is de facto Magna's bit on the side, floozy. I don't know. It's not really. It's too high society for girlfriend, and it's definitely not that meaningful. She's Magna's booty call. And because of that, she knows quite a lot of things. She's uncovered that Magna has a son. And Magna has Magna disowned his son, but in recent years has started to become quite guilty about doing that. Annette has surmised that maybe this child was born out of wedlock, which is hence the cover-up and the like. And Annette also told the guard that she was very suspicious about the Colonel, because the last time Magna had anything to do with the Setons, Magna was shot by one of them. And now the Colonel just appears out of nowhere and everyone starts to die. She's very suspicious of the Colonel.
She was.
She ain't suspicious no more. She dared.
She got Lieutenant Sniffing turned into a grave, I think you'll find.
Limbs!
Okay. I am done asking you to basically recap what we should already know.
Ta-da!
I'm going to put the notebook back, but I'm going to keep the keys and the hip flask I'm also going to put back, having consumed near enough all of what was in there.
It was good stuff. It was clearly very cheap and very strong.
What's on Ola's person?
Ola is like adorable. He has a very old pocket watch. Like, very old. And quite battered. And he has a very slim leather wallet, which contains literally pennies and a black and white photograph of quite a large family that must have cost Ola like an arm and a leg to have this like one photograph of his whole family. And that is all he's got on his person. Oh, apart from a cake wrapped in a napkin that he's obviously pocketed from dinner and is planning on consuming at a later date.
Okay. Most unassuming person in the world.
He's so super cute.
He's gonna stand. Oh, well, unless he's poisoned us all with that cake, I doubt it's anything to do with him. Max, which side of the chain should we start first? The rear or the front?
The bodies were arranged at the back.
Can I just quickly have a rifle through the pockets of this barman?
Yes, absolutely, of course you can.
Dagmar's just going to, while you're having that conversation, literally head appear from behind the bar and go, wait a minute!
The barman doesn't have anything in his pockets, actually. There must be somewhere on the train where the staff can leave their personal effects, because he doesn't have anything in this suit at all.
Fair enough. In which case, Dagmar's just going to grab the finest bottle of brandy that's on the shelf, pop it in their knapsack, and rejoin their friends.
I'm going to turn to Max and say, when these Vaesen, you call them, appear, do people that can't see them normally fall asleep?
No.
Oh.
I believe it's more depends on what we're dealing with rather than common side effects of seeing a Vaesen.
So we don't know how long we've got until they wake back up again?
Not in the slightest.
On that. Sorry, lady. How did you know to use...
Lady!
Lady, I know.
Sorry, lady.
Sorry, milady.
I believe back at the train.
But how did you know to use salt?
I didn't.
But you scooched over the bar to get the salt. How did you know it would work?
It works on ghostly apparitions. Usually, it's a good protector against the supernatural in that sort of way. However, I think what it was Lily pulled a gun out of her crotch and shot at it, and it went straight through. So I figured, well, it might not be of this world. So I just thought salt.
And I know
Gasp.
because I've got this little book, and I brandish my book.
Max would almost be like, "You can read, like through the drunkenness." Like,
It's okay, Max. It has pictures and lift up flaps.
I was
Yay!
thinking that seems super kind of.
Incidentally, GM, this book obviously has a range of different vengeful spirits, and it's informed me that salt would be useful in that situation. Does it give me any extra additional information, given that we have like the purple light and the smell and other things that are linked to it?
Yeah, absolutely. Give me a learning check.
Oh shit!
Bum bum bum.
first roll of the night.
Fingers crossed.
Help is on the way.
Oh, Dagmar can't read. Okay.
Help was in the way, and then you got hint.
Jesus Christ, Vinny.
Would you like to re-roll with your hinder?
Awful.
I mean, I could.
Awful.
I'll re-roll my hinder then.
Yes. Thank you very much, Vinny.
Amazing.
Grabbed on Vinny. Yes, you helped, Vinny. Well done.
Awful. Okay. You have read through this book cover to cover more times than you can remember at this point. Now that you have seen the spirit, and you've seen all the peripheral things around it, you begin leafing through the book, almost certain that you have seen something very similar. And you come across a page. This is where I turn around and get out my book of vengeful spirits. And you come across a page with a rather ominous sort of sketch upon it. The sketch, although it doesn't look super similar to the being on the train, it does have all the characteristics. And you flick to the text. Now, the text itself is handwritten, and it seems to be a set of notes by a previous member of the society. And it speaks about ghosts, spectres, phantoms, and the Gengongara. It is almost an essay on spirits that are not at rest. Now, the reason this hasn't popped up before is because these aren't vengeful spirits. Everything about the behavior of the spirit, what it has done, what it has said, it's not a vengeful spirit at all. It's just a ghost. And a soul not at rest. Something must be controlling it or forcing it to do so. And the book makes reference to another book. So it cross-references to another book. A book that you assume it must be in the great big library in the hall under the mountain. But whatever this book is, it is a book about binding and controlling Vaesen and the ways to free them of that control. It does provide some details, however, so it suggests that it's very likely that the ghost is being trapped in an inanimate object, like a pot or a bottle or a jar. Something that has like a space and a lid so you can like physically trap the spirit. But it doesn't have any details on how it's done or how to free the spirit.
I guess I'm going to show that to Max to get his thoughts.
So, my suggestion would be we need to head back to Magna's carriage, and also definitely the store carriage.
They're both towards the end of the train anyway, so
It would be interesting to
Opposite
see
directions.
if sorry, Colonel.
Opposite directions.
The store carriage is towards the rear as well.
But Magnus is to the front.
Magnus is at the back.
Yes, Magna's
On the way to
quarters
the
is
guard carriage.
next to the guard carriage. Yeah.
Yeah, and the storeroom where we kept all the bodies were.
Not that storeroom.
I apologize.
Cargo carriage.
The cargo carriage, yes.
Uh-huh.
Right. I apologize.
That's okay. Not everybody can be as young as us. Let's go!
Yeah.
Dagmar just
Magna,
looks at the colonel and just sighs.
It just the visible frustration on the colonel's face is palpable.
Ironic, seeing as you're the youngest on the call.
Shh.
Oh god, the shade. We'll do a little tour of the train, shall we?
These people are awake?
it was just the question I was going to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah, the member of staff in here is.
Evening.
Evening.
I think I may have shut the door by accident. Didn't mean to catch it. Sorry.
You didn't. I did.
Oh. It's literally I came in and shut the door.
Oh no, here we go. I'm gonna be on my own.
Oh, now there isn't a door. Oh no, it's down this way, isn't it?
Yep.
Lily's carriage? Yeah.
Just gonna open all the doors, yeah.
Just checking. You
Just,
never know what, like, there could be like a body we're missing.
I mean, that's true.
You know, that's possible. That is so possible.
He's suggesting our GM would do really sneaky things of just leave something in one room.
Yes!
Mm-hmm.
Or just wander around because you can't find a door. I'm assuming as we're walking through, there's nothing different, no change, no
Nope.
smell or anything like that.
No, not at all. In fact, it's a little unnerving that the tray, everything is so
Normal.
normal aboard the train.
Which door is this? There we go.
Sorry, I'm like chasing before you to unlock all the doors because you now have the keys.
Yeah.
All right, there is a second. There's a second carriage filled with rooms, and they're all empty too.
Thank you for clarifying.
Well, see, now that is something that's different.
Because there was
Because-
2 bodies in there.
Yeah.
Dr. Varland and Annette's
Oh, yeah.
bodies are missing.
The limbs,
The limbs! There was just limbs. Limbs everywhere.
limbs are gone.
Right. I would suggest that we check everything here meticulously on our way through.
I'll start with the bottles.
If you
gonna
could
look at
open each
shelves.
one, that would be brilliant.
If I could what, sorry?
Open each one, that would be brilliant.
I'll start with the bottles.
Sure.
I'm going to start with this pile of shit here.
All right. Investigation check.
From us all?
Or is it a
Technically-
group one?
Yeah, it would be a group one, so it is whoever has the highest investigation.
The highest?
Yep.
Okay.
Mine is 2.
Plus your logic.
Oh, plus my logic. 6.
Is that likewise?
I've only got 4.
I've only got 4.
It's between the 2 of you. then.
Oh, we've had a hint or two, so it's
me.
between one of you and -1.
Your decision, Mikey.
Roll a d2.
Roll a d2. There's not a d2 to roll.
Of course you want to do it on there. On roll 20.
You do it.
Minus -1.
-1.
Hinder these nuts.
Yes.
You find nothing.
These nuts. Honestly. Okay. You search through the cargo car. Now, everything on here seems completely legit. There's booze, there's food, there's post. There isn't really anything that sticks out at all. Until Dagmar spots... It's like a little chest, like a little trunk, tucked on one of the shelves. And being a curious being, Dagmar pops the lid open. And inside is a veritable chemistry set. Or rather, a little pharmacy. There is all the things in here that you would need to prepare medication. Do you have any dice in medicine?
0 in medicine.
Okay. So there are several bottles with like fancy / ridiculous names on all of the labels, all handwritten with little dates and all sorts of information, none of which really makes any sense to you. It's not like it's, paracetamol or anything that you would think, oh, I know what that is. But this is clearly a little pharmacy, that you can tell.
I guess I'm going to call everyone over to see if anyone has any knowledge that they could apply.
Checking. I have 0 dice in medicine.
Me too.
Me three.
Oh, bugger.
Shall we all just taste things and see what
Yes.
they are?
Having in my past been around Dr. Varland before, do I recognise something that I've seen him or
No,
his wife
this doesn't
carry?
look like anything that you've seen the Dr. Varland, like, carry or bring with.
On a similar vein, have I seen anything within the military?
Yeah, absolutely. There'd be like, it would be very similar. Like, an army, like, hospital would have this kind of mini portable pharmacies.
Dagmar's just going to hold the trunk up towards the colonel and go, does any of this smell familiar to you?
I'm going to lean into it.
Good sniff.
Yeah, the waft technique is
What kind of...
important.
It seems like a portable medical facility. Something we would have seen in the field, potentially. I mean, it makes sense in some respects to have some medical supply for any instances out of the train, but... I'm guessing these are some, like, hardcore kind of...
Well, with no one with a dice with medicine, got 0 medical knowledge on here. Heavens only knows what this stuff is.
Is there... Obviously, there's, like, loads of containers of stuff. Is there anything in there that's obviously been made as a concoction and there's residual amounts left?
Oh, yeah, this is a good question. All of the bottles have clearly been used. So, you know, the volumes of either the powders or the liquids in all of the bottles is much lower. You know, it's like, you know, we're talking half of the, you know, this kit seems to have been half used. And, like, all the paper's been taken out of it. So everything's out of its wrappers and its label. So everything's been used.
Is this sort of like a crate or like in a box kind of thing?
Yeah, it's a wooden carry case is basically what it is.
Is there any inscriptions on the box itself?
Yeah, absolutely. There is a maker's mark. So there'd be sort of branded into the wood on the outside. There is the there's a little cross, and it's got the maker's mark on it, so it's medical supplies. On the inside, the lid, all the inside is covered with a very thin layer of like green felt, and there is a gold. There's like gold. Like emblazoned in the lid. It's quite small, so it's a little symbol right in the corner of the lid that again looks a little bit like a maker's mark, only it's not a maker's mark. It's a cross like the front, but rather than having medical supplies, there is just a little rose in the center of the cross.
Those buggers. Seems like we're dealing with some of our old friends again.
Would appear so.
Who are they?
Dagmar, I'll let you take this when you've had more dealings with them than I have.
I have consumed quite a lot of alcohol today. I still have an ornate rose cross, according to my equipment. So I'm going to take that out. I'm guessing this is a large, exact replica of the symbol, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We dealt with members of this group before, other members of our society, not those who are here. Obsessed with religious fundamentalism, so to speak.
Not a group to mix with then.
No. The person that was representing them when I encountered was doing a wonderful job of inciting an entire village to violence against a lonesome troll in a mountain.
Yes, not a nice group of people, I see. Does that mean, though, that one of them is aboard?
One of them could be actually causing all of this.
With this equipment?
It's not for equipment I'm familiar with from the other side.
Magna was a religious man, wasn't he?
He confessed. To the bishop, no less.
Do we take this with us?
Absolutely.
I'm assuming it's portable, GM.
Yes, it is, absolutely.
Just checking before we suddenly carrying this massive box around.
Like
Come
the
in,
Chuck-
clink, 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 clink.
Like the Chuckle Brothers, right? One each
To me,
side.
to you, to me, to you. To the next carriage.
Next carriage, please.
Yep, you're an awkward shape. You've formed an awkward...
Wow!
That's
I know,
Rude.
right?
Sorry.
I know. Don't have
You're
to
an
come
awkward-
online for this type of abuse.
You're an awkward shape.
I was going to say, if you wanted us in an L shape, you just could have said.
Where have we gone?
We're at Magna's place.
Oh, there we are. Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't.
Oh,
No, that was me pressing buttons. The wrong buttons, to be precise.
I think we found our missing parties.
Oh my god.
Limbs.
Limbs!
When you arrive at... when you arrive at Magna's carriage, you find a rather disturbing sight. For anyone who didn't come in here previously. So anyone who didn't come in here, you're going to be creeped the bejesus out. All 4 of the bodies are propped up in the living room, on the sofa in the chaise lounge, each of them holding a drink, and they are posed as if they're like all laughing at a joke that has just been said. If it wasn't for the colour of them all, it would look like a snapshot in time with friends laughing over drinks. But it is deeply horrific and macabre, considering they are all ashen grey.
They're definitely dead, aren't they? It's not like they've been drugged.
I was going to say, surely the magician has started to show a few additional signs of at least beginning to decay.
Uh-huh.
In like 3 days.
I
You
mean,
must be ripe.
they were kept in the cold store for a little while, so they haven't gone horrifically juicy gross yet. But they've got to that stage where they've gone past being white and they've turned... God, this is where I'm going to creep everyone out with my really extensive knowledge of the colours of dead people. They have turned that bruise colour where all the blood vessels start to break down and the blood, the pooled blood inside the body just begins to escape into like the fascia and the intra muscular spaces. So they get these like huge, great big bruises appear on them that range with all the colours from that kind of like green all the way to like almost welt black. So they're pretty horrific at this point.
Yeah. Has anything in... Go on, sorry.
I was going to say, I'm assuming whoever moved these bodies didn't have the decency to redress Annette and the doctor.
No, they did.
Ooh.
Which adds to the uncomfortableness of it that they have been redressed.
Ew. Has anything been changed in the bedroom from the last time I was here?
Give me a vigilance check.
With a hinder.
We did have a hinder,
That was the DM though.
but I think it was aimed right at me, Rue.
Yep.
So no hinder? Oh, now I get a hinder.
Oh, now
Thanks,
there's...
Ezra. Thanks. Love you too.
Should have rolled quicker.
Nope. Colonel Sniffington took my dice.
Good.
It's like,
No.
Dingo ate my baby.
No, nothing has changed.
As we talked about pots and things like that or was that discussed? Because I know GM was describing what was in the book, but I don't know whether Dagmar
I
shared that.
was sharing it with
That's
Max,
fine.
so you probably overheard.
Perfect, that's fine. Are there any sort of like pots or containers or anything within this room?
Pots or... Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, what a strange question, and then now I know.
Didn't think it was particularly strange.
Look, it's
I mean,
been a long day, okay?
I'm not asking to sniff anything. I just want to lift some lids, okay?
Apparently,
Well, I think
apparently, when
so.
someone hinders the GM, he forgets vital pieces of plot.
All sorts of things. It's just gone. It's all gone. I told you, I didn't even know what I was really doing here this evening. Okay. Actually, there is nothing in this room other than the furniture. Like, no one unpacked their stuff in here.
Just nothing in the drawers or anything like that.
No, there's nothing in the drawers.
I want to check the sort of bar area and the desk for anything beyond, obviously, there being booze, which I'm very aware of there being booze.
Yes, there is
Just
booze.
if there's anything that would fashion as a small container for Casper the Ghost.
I mean, possibly, yeah. There's lots of bottles of all sort of varying shapes and sizes on here.
And
Overall, the
nothing
bottles,
stands out.
No, nothing really stands out. Well, they all look delicious.
Of course they do.
They look delightful.
There's no empty bottles in there, is there? Compared to all the rest being full.
Not yet, there's
No,
not.
yeah, there isn't, but some of them have certainly been started.
The colonel will walk over to the bodies. Does it look like they're looking in a specific direction or a point in the room? If they're all laughing at a joke, does it look like they're laughing at a specific someone who's giving a toast or something, and he would try and position himself in that position?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You take a couple of steps towards, like, the window. There's a little table with a lamp on it just between the two windows. It's opposite the chaise lounge. And you turn and you take a step back, and you position yourself in such a way. Imagine you had a limp and walked on a cane, and you were standing, and you decided you were going to prop your elbow on this little table with a lamp. And when you take up that position, almost emulating Magna, you realise that everyone is looking at you, reacting to you.
And this lamp, is it empty? Is it open? Is it I'm guessing it's a gas lantern as opposed to a gas lamp.
Yeah, they're like these little, gas lamps with little lampshades on them. Imagine like Orient Express little table lamps on a train.
The Colonel's going to take the shade off of the lamp. Is it currently on or is it? I'm assuming it's off. I don't know why. I don't know.
They're all on. All the lamps in the train are on.
Okay. I was thinking that maybe this reduces the container. He just kind of wants to. The Colonel just kind of investigate the area. If there's any like on the desk, if there's any kind of like drawers or anything that could be used as a switch, or just any secret compartments to this table or anything.
Ooh, yes. Give me an investigation check.
Nope.
Ooh, no. You don't find anything.
I wasn't trying to smell it.
As people are walking around, do I hear any change in the sound as people walk? So basically, is there an empty space underneath the floor?
Ooh.
Ooh, there's a lot of doing.
I keep going this. Ooh, it's because I'm like, gosh, you were all ingenious. Like, all right, Miss Marple, is there a hollow space?
I was going to say, are we at the fireworks? You know,
love. I love it.
No.
Give me an investigation check. Because I mean, there's carpets and this lovely wooden floor. You've had a help.
Oh, I didn't roll it with a help.
Oh, well, you were right in there.
We've got 2 helps banked.
2 helps.
Woohoo!
All right. You bob down and like you kind of bob down a little bit delicately to look at the carpet, but mostly to see if you can hear, if you're lower to the ground, if you can hear what's going on. And when you do so, just where you are, you turn to look at the Colonel to see if you can hear anything. You turn to look at Dagmar and Max. And when you turn to look at Dagmar and Max, because you've bobbed down to hear if there's anything on the floor, you see that there's a desk, a writing desk and a chair, and the writing desk has drawers. There is another drawer, much lower than all the others, and ever so slightly pushed back. You would never see it unless you were looking for it, knew where it was, or were on the floor.
I delicately stand back up again, walk over to said desk, and bob down again to have a look at this drawer and see if I can get it to pull out.
It does pull out. And actually, it's weird. As you slide it out, you realise you won't be able to see in it. And you just keep sliding it until it comes entirely out of the drawer hole.
And I'll place it on the desk and see what's inside.
As soon as you bring that drawer away from the desk and go to put it on the table, the entire room fills with a strange perfume.
Oh no.
But nothing weird, horrifying, or spooky happens. It's the contents of the drawer.
Oh.
Inside the drawer, there is a little marble pestle and mortar. There are a couple of bottles, but more importantly, there are several jars. They don't have lids on them, and they are filled with like resins and dried herbs. It looks almost like an old apothecary's drawer, or like some, like an old wise woman's little herbal collection. But all of the things in it combined make a very memorable but slightly peculiar incensey smell. And there is one other thing in this drawer with all of that. There is a stand. A stand for a bottle. It would be small. The bottle would... It would be almost like a perfume bottle. Or maybe a cologne or aftershave bottle. But only the stand remains. The bottle itself is missing. And the stand has exactly the same symbol as the pharmacy chest etched into it.
I sort of call people over and go, it looks like that symbol again. I expect the owner of this and the medical kit is one of the same.
Or it was supplied by the same group.
Do we think that the little bottle that is currently missing is what is holding our wispy friend?
I would believe so.
Especially given that all of this stuff smells exactly like when that wispy friend of ours appears.
And it'd be interesting to find out how everything was moved, as after these two ladies were found dead, nothing has moved past us towards the front of the train.
We were in the bar cart for some time.
Which would suggest there's only something further back.
We should keep investigating. Despite this weird incensey smell, all I can smell is the magician.
Max.
I'm stuck in the door.
Good.
I'm stuck. I can't move.
Max, as you step out of the room, and look down the corridor. And as you do so, the door opens at the other end of the carriage, closes, and standing before you is Magna. He doesn't look
my pearls.
He doesn't look surprised you're there at all. In fact, he looks pissed.
But looking quite healthy.
Yeah, he
Definitely
looks
alive.
He looks much better than he did before. Max, he does not have his cane. He is standing on his own 2 feet. He seems much sprightlier than before. As if, maybe he's...
Absorbing the life forces of those who are being killed on the train, maybe?
Who knows?
Yeah.
And he
with a
says
demon.
to you, I should have guessed. How infuriating. Tell me, is the Colonel in there?
I'm going to move slightly closer as I'm talking. He is indeed.
I wouldn't get too much closer if I were you. And he takes out of his pocket, it's a bottle. It's little, about the size of a cologne bottle. It's metal. And it has like a stopper on a chain attached to the neck of it. And he just gives it like this tiny little shake. I'd stay where you are if I were you.
I have a salt shaker too, and I pick it out of my pocket.
Bartholomew, are you in there?
I am indeed, Magna. You're looking well.
You too, unfortunately. And I don't quite know how. Care to explain?
Why don't you explain first? At least tell me why you tried to kill me.
I thought it would have been obvious.
Words from the horse's mouth and all that.
Revenge, of course. Your father slighted me, and I've never forgotten it. I was gonna tie all the loose ends, silence all the mouths, blind all the eyes. And I just thought, could add a bit of revenge on top. Could get back at that villainous father of yours.
Why did he shoot you?
'Cause he is an asshole.
I don't disagree with you. But why in this specific instance?
Because I found out he was taking a bigger cut of our shared profit. Needless to say, I was bought out of the deal.
For what it's worth, Magna, I apologize. My father, the easiest man to deal with at the best of times, and...
You don't need to apologize. You just need to be dead.
We'll get to that. How do you expect your son to get away? If he's the only survivor, he's going to be seen as being the killer.
You see, I wasn't just gonna kill you. I was gonna plant everything on you, and I still am. When you and your friends are dead, I'll go and leave some of my belongings in your room. I've already had Annette share that she's a little suspicious of you with the guard. Oh, and I've already arranged for a couple of unusual little details. You see, you're gonna have been caught with Dr. Varlin's wife by our PI. And let's not forget, you're blackmailing the magician on behalf of your father. It's all arranged. You just need to shuffle off your mortal coil so I can finish the little plan.
It's a shame, Magna. It truly is. I came here hoping to rekindle what you lost with my father.
Why do you think I invited you? I knew you'd come. You're predictable, honorable, gallant. Now tell me, why aren't you dead?
I'm going to start moving a little bit closer. Moving past. Oh,
Watch yourself. And he shakes the bottle a little bit at you.
He isn't dead because of us.
I don't go many places without security.
Max puffs up his cape.
And Dagmar's gonna get both the knife and the dagger that's encrusted with salt out.
Oh. As you are aware, there are more threats from supernatural occurrences as well as physical. So, if I've already avoided death once from your little bottle, using it again is a risky move.
You should know me by now. I've always got a backup plan. But I don't understand how you have survived. No one survives us. Nobody resists us.
Who's us?
If we're not going to survive the train, you might as well just tell us.
We are everywhere, pulling all the strings. But you have become a bit more of a threat. I'm assuming all of you are Thursday's children. How else could you have survived?
That is astute of you. So,
Gathering of Thursday's children. That's alarming. I'll have to put a stop to that. Can't have anyone interrupting our plans again.
if you're going to kill us, you might as well say who. is us. What is your name?
You'll have to ask your dead friends on the other side. Now, quite enough chit-chat. I've got to finish my plan. We're almost at our next station, and I really need to incriminate your father, tie up my loose ends, and then enact the rest of our plan. And he reaches for the bottle, and as he pulls the lid out of it, there is a very noticeable, like, popping sound, followed by, like, a gasping breath, as if someone had just spilt up from deep underwater and was desperately trying to get their last, like, that first breath, that gulp of air in. And immediately the train seems to enter into the tunnel as the little spirit spills out of the... As the little spirit pours out of the bottle like smoke and forms right in front of Magna. You'd better finish what I asked you to do, little one. And I guess with that, we're rolling for initiative. Which is rather exciting! Let's do this!
We're all gonna die!
Oh dear.
Oh, we've
We
had
have
a
a
hinder. But we do have
So
two
we've got
bank
two
helps.
helps and a hinder.
Yes. So we'll see how the turn order plays out.
Oh, for God's sake.
We have a revolt going on in chat at the moment.
Oh my god. All right. Is everyone in?
Yep.
Oh, God, Dagmar.
Oof.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
That was not the best, was it?
Nope.
All right, we go straight into our initiative order then. One moment, hold on. I've just realised that chat can't see the initiative order. There you go. All right. Lily, you have heard this entire conversation from the Master Suite, and suddenly you see the ominous purple light spill in through the carriage windows. Oh, I'm supposed to also dim the lighting. There you go.
Thanks. Mood lighting has been arranged. Having heard this and getting some idea that Magna is towards the end of the train, I'm going to pull my gun out and aim, working on the principle that the walls on a train are not particularly bulletproof.
Oh my god, you're gonna like assassin style shoot through the walls.
Yeah, I'm going to attempt to. I know I'm going to miss, but I mean, if it can scare the bejeebus out of him, then I'm happy.
You have a help on that as well, though.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have a help. So you would have had a minus to that. But you're gonna have. But now you have a help, so you're just gonna roll like normal. Oh,
We
God.
have another help as well.
Another help.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Nice.
Okay, so the revolver, the shot fires off the revolver. It smashes through the wall straight towards Magna. Now it's gonna do 2 damage. However, the wall offers 4 protection. So the bullet goes through the wall and out the other side, spraying a little bit of debris into the corridor, making everybody jump. But it's not going to be enough to hurt Magna.
That's fine, but it's probably distracted it.
It bloody has. Right, I don't think anyone is quite expecting bullets through the walls of the train.
Well, this quickly just evolved into what appears to be a scene from Die Hard.
Love.
But
Or any 1920s shootout movie.
yeah,
I was going with Bullet Train.
Yeah, bullet train.
Oh my god.
I'm secretly doing sort of like Underworld, you know, that sort of thing.
Mm.
You just don't know it yet. She's just this hidden character of daintiness and
Feeling
stuff
it.
like that. Actually,
Feeling it.
Could
hardcore
we,
bitch underneath.
GM? I know you've got like loads to do. Could we have the zones up?
Oh. Please hold.
1 minute to call her.
Thanks.
Thank you.
You only need that one because it's then it's all the like rooms basically.
Lily, you need to go to the bathroom so you can shoot through the bath.
All right. Anything else, Lily? You've done your slow action. You've still got a fast action. Oh, have you? Hang
No, 'cause
on.
I've drawn my weapon.
Drawn your weapon. All right, Colonel.
Oh, I'm going to draw my rifle.
Oh.
I'm going to crouch, and instead of aiming for Magna specifically, I'm going to aim for the bottle that he's holding.
Ooh, yes.
And you have got a help on that.
You do have a help.
Because it's Magna who's hindered, and then I'm helped in the order at the moment.
Oh, come on.
Wow.
My character sheet was covering up like half that, so I saw nothing. I didn't even see the top line of a success. Like, come on.
That's because you rolled 13 dice.
How many dice? What the hell? It's ridiculous. Okay. You are going to get 1 success. So that is going to hit. That is going to hit Magna. Oh, the bottle. You're aiming for the bottle.
The bottle.
Maybe from the bottle,
Absolutely. You hit the bottle and it tinks out of. You literally shoot it out of Magna's hand. And it clatters. It like hits the wall behind Magna and clatters onto the floor.
Maybe takes off a finger?
I mean, Magna's definitely going to have like yanked his hand back in towards him. Anything else, Colonel?
That's all I can do.
All right. It is Magna's turn. Magna is going to look at all of you and he's going to say, always guns with the feeble-minded. Always guns. Why don't you See how good you are at shooting when you've got more to worry about. And he's going to reach into his pocket and he is going to pull out what looks like a square of paper. A little bit like a paper like ravioli. Like it's been pressed around the edges, but it's clearly got something in it. And he rips on it and it makes like the whole thing goes up like magician's paper. You know how magicians can do that, like it just bursts into flames paper, right? This is what this does. It bursts into flames and it sends like a shower of little glowing dust. And immediately you see that all of this little dust is just smoking. It just starts smoking and smouldering as it scatters through the carriage. Bum bum ba bum.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Yep.
This is why I have kept quiet.
And that ends Magna's turn. Lily, I am going to need you to give me a fear roll as Dr. Varland gets up from the chair, her head lolling about in front of her. She kind of gets up from the chair, sort of sideways, making this horrible noise as she does so.
Where do I find fear?
Oh, you have to do either a logic or an empathy roll, depending on how you try and deal with this.
Okay, that's fine. And I just literally click logic or empathy, depending on which one I want.
Yeah.
Perfect. Go for it.
Oh, you have a hinder, by the way, because you're the next to roll.
Oh, is it? Oh.
I'm glad
Luke didn't roll.
I'm glad someone's keeping track of all these things.
Yeah, so you have the
I thought we
hinder
were
for
at help.
this. No.
Okay. -1. Wish me luck. Oh.
Okay, you are going to take a mental condition as you are like overcome with fear that what should be a dead body is now getting up out of its seat. It is going to use a fast action to move to the door, and then it will spend its next fast action to kind of to stumble through the door at Dagmar, but I can't spend my I can't do a slow action to try and grab at you, so.
The music has stopped for us. I know it's still going for you, but
All
it has
right,
stopped
no
for us.
worries. There we go. Max, it is your turn.
Okay. Do I know of anything in my repertoire for zombies? Well, animate dead. Like, do I think if I pull into the ether, can I reattach its soul?
They're definitely not zombies. So you want to try and, like,
stick its soul back in it.
You want to try and reach into the ether.
And put a stop to it.
Okay. Can you give me...
Happy to use my powdered stag horn.
I don't know what that does. What does it do?
It doesn't do anything. It's just something that I can have.
No, it does. It has a use.
Does it?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Tell me what it does. It's been on my character sheet for ages.
One moment, please.
Please hold.
It's a magical item. So that will be here in the magical section.
For anybody that knows that Howard music.
Powdered stag horn. Is that what you said?
Yes. It's when you're like, actually, it'd have been great against the water Vaesen you faced in the
Oh,
last
a
chapter."
powdered staghorn lets you resist the temptations of a Vaesen. So it
Oh, for
basically
goodness sake.
it lets you resist if a Vaesen is trying to take over your mind.
So I could have thrown it in the Colonel's face when he was holding a gun up at me.
Yeah,
when-
yeah, for sure,
Yeah,
100% yes. But it's not
Okay.
going to help you here. You
Fine.
do have a feature, don't you, that you can use once a session?
I have medium and I have strike fear, but the strike fear does not work on a Vaesen. It only works on humans. So I was thinking of doing it on Magna.
So, if you want to do this, like, reaching out into the spirit world, I'm happy for you to do it, but it is going to class as a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see in your conflict actions,
Hold on. where was
perform ritual is a slow action.
that? All right. Yeah.
So I'm happy for you to start this ritual. It is going to take a number of turns, however, for you to do this.
Cool. In
And
that
you won't
case-
be able to do anything while you're, you
Yeah,
know, doing
so-
your hoodoo.
What I'll do then is I'll give myself a little bit of space between myself, the Colonel, and Dagmar.
Uh-huh.
I have a salt pot in my hand, and like it's in because I took it out.
Yep.
Just gonna quickly make a little circle around myself to keep myself safe from Floaty Boy. And it will also create a small barrier.
Okay, cool. So you can use your fast action to quickly, like, to sit yourself down, and the slow action to draw a circle of salt around you.
Yeah.
And next turn, you'll be able to perform your ritual.
Okay.
All right, Lush. We have another one of the corpsey. We have another one of the corpses. They're going to use a fast action to move through the room, and then another fast action to come like through the door at you, Lily. And then we have the bishop, who's going to use a fast action to come to here. And now we have the spirit. The spirit is going to use a fast action to move right up towards you, Max, although it's going to stop dead right before it reaches your circle of salt. Dagmar.
So I'm not grabbeth upon by this
Not yet, but it's
thing in
like
front of me.
it's coming out of the door, seemingly to grab you.
I'm guessing I'm probably going to react in a significantly scared way. So I am gonna.
The flippy flappy hands. Get away from me.
It's going to be a full-on flappy panic. Yeah. Dagmar's basically going to try and bring one of their daggers down on that corpse's head,
Oh, nice stabby, stabby.
and it's the knife that's
It's the
not
s-
encrusted in salt.
It's not the salty knife.
No.
Okay. We're so ready. Roll for your attack.
Do I get it? Where are we at with the help hinders?
Oh,
You
yeah.
get a help on this turn, and that then finishes the banked helps and hinders.
It's a hit.
Yes, nice. It is a hit indeed, and it is going to do. It says 1 point of damage. You get the dagger and you stab it viciously into the former Dr. Varland, and you absolutely stab a bitch. And as you pull the knife back out, nothing seems to happen, and you realise you're stabbing a dead body.
I went for the head.
And you stab it in the head, like crack through like a watermelon.
But it's not a zombie.
But
I didn't know that.
No,
but
you didn't.
it does not stop the former Dr. Varland. You still have a fast action.
Can I, in effect, parry this dead doctor in a sense of pushing it back through the door?
You can save your parry or your dodge action for when it is the doctor's turn, and use that to try and escape the grab.
I'm going to back up slightly to guard Max.
Okay.
Not necessarily putting the Colonel in between me and the dead thing.
Okay. Give me an. You'll need to give me
So I was engaged, right?
Yeah. You'll need to give me an agility check.
Agility. Go.
Okay, yes, you're able to move out of the way after stabbing the former Dr. Varland in the head. All right. That moves us to the magnificent Hugo Björnsson. The magnificent Hugo Björnsson is going to walk to here, and he is going to draw out of his magician's cloak. He's going to draw a little throwing dagger, which is clearly from one of these acts, you know, where you like blindfold yourself and throw knives at someone. Except he's not blindfolded. I mean, he's dead and he can't really see you. But he is going to throw it at the Colonel. Drama Llama. I get. Oh. So I'm so sorry. This is me being fully organised for tonight's session.
Yaha.
It is. It's all in reaching distance. There you go.
Yes, that's as organised as we're gonna get, I'm afraid. Here they are. Right. I thought I had the right book out, but I don't, because they spread out. Okie dokie. I'm so sorry. I'll be better next time, I promise.
That was 3 shakes of the head, by the way.
I have a sad face.
But we can't see it, so it's not real.
Oh, okay.
Lies. All lies.
He's got a smile on his face.
Okie dokie. There's just so much to think about.
That's your story.
Oh my god, I'm getting sassed by so many people and so many angles. I'm just so sad. I'm gonna do sad face while I flappy panic through the book because nothing's in one place. Okay, here we are. All right, sorry. Holy moly!
What in the actual fuck?
Well, I'm so glad I faffed about to get that. Right, so they're gonna throw the magnificent Hugo Bjornsson throws this dagger at the colonel, who's still sort of kneeling on the floor. It goes straight where it needs to go. And Colonel, you are gonna take. Do you have any armor? Don't think you do you?
This isn't Alien.
It's 3 points. It's 3 points of damage as you get basically daggered into the side. So it's 3 physical conditions.
Jesus.
That's a lot.
Telling me.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Lily, it's your turn. You are face to face with Dead Annette.
Dedette. Yeah, I like that.
Dedette.
I don't know if you're going to let me do this. I am going to hold my revolver up to her head and say, "You always thought you were better than me," and I'm going to pull the revolver. Mental condition of being angry, by the way. Just, you know.
Oh, okay. Like
Point blank range.
Point blank range. Okay, so yeah, you can fire the revolver, and you do so with a +1 because it's basically just point blank.
So I've already got modifier of 2. Do I take it up to 3 then?
Yes.
Yeah. Just checking before I did it.
Whoo! You're like, you go right up to her face, and you just go bang, and you blast the contents of Annette's noggin out into the master suite. Annette's head flicks backwards with a tremendous force, almost making a cracking sound. Annette certainly isn't going to be winning any beauty pageants anytime soon, but she's still standing.
Okay, so firing is my slow action, so I still have my fast action, don't I?
Yes.
So, can I store my dodge up for her go?
Yes, absolutely.
Considering she now can't see either.
I know, right? Colonel, it's you. You have a dagger in your side. You've been proper stabbed.
Yeah, he's... In this instance, he's not actually going to worry about it. He's going to try and fire at Magna again. He's just going to keep trying to shoot. He's going to aim and shoot at Magna.
Okay.
Well,
Yay! That's a hit.
All right, nice. That is a hit. You take up your rifle and you fire it at. You fire it at Magna. It smashes into Magna's chest, and he is hurled backwards, slamming into the wall behind him with quite some force. You've shot people before, though, Colonel. Quite a few people, in fact. And, Magna is clearly wearing some sort of armor on underneath, like the suit that he is wearing. Because although you have launched him backwards with the rifle shot, There is nowhere near enough blood coming out of him for him to have taken the full brunt of that bullet.
I will then use my fast action as a reaction, so either a dodge or a parry.
Okay, nice. Keep it. All right. It is Magnus' turn. He is going to basically gather himself up from the wall, clutching his side where you've shot him. He is going to grab the bottle, and he is going to try and basically take cover round the side of the corridor. It is Caroline's time. She is going to try and basically leap forward and grab hold of you. She is going to try, like, basically jump forward and try and grab hold of you, Colonel, because you are the one that's right in front of her. She is a doctor, so she has 2, 4, 4, 2. Okay. I don't think I get to roll many dice at all. Oh, I still get a success. You get to roll your parry, though, so it will be... if you want to use dodge, it is agility. If you want to use parry, it's close combat or force.
That'll be close combat then. Try and parry it.
You only need...
Oh,
Yes!
fuck.
Nice! She kind of leaps forward for you, and you basically, like, elbow her arms, so she fumbles forward into the window. Max, you are going to begin...
Ritual time.
Begin the ritual. Can I get from... What to get you to roll? Can I get you to roll...
My medium one is observation.
Yeah, give me an observation roll.
Okay. Gotta be bad. Oh no, I got a success.
Nice, that's one success. All right, lovely. It is Annette. Annette is going to try and grab hold of you, Lily. She doesn't really have any...
face?
Yeah, face, brains, all gone. Goodbye. Come on, where am I? Here we are. She is a socialite. 2, 2, 2, 4.
It's not as good as me.
Okay. Nope. I don't get any successes at all. So it's this horrible, like, trying to grab for you. And you just, like, take a graceful waltz backwards and out of the way. It is the bishop's turn. The bishop is going to use a fast action to spill into the corridor as well. He kind of comes round the corner of the door and looks in the direction of you guys. And then it is the spirit's turn. Okay. Can I get from everybody... Okay, so... I am going to need everybody to do a everyone in the corridor, I need a force check, except for Max. So, Dagmar and the Colonel, I need a force check, please.
Do they get any cover from my salt?
You get to roll 1 dice, Colonel.
Yep.
You get cover from your salt, but they don't. The ghost, which is sort of trapped by the salt, just gazes in your direction, Dagmar, and it just slowly rotates on the spot as if, like, it's just floating. Almost like it's just drowning in front of you. And both you and the Colonel are suddenly overcome by the entire carriage, like this corridor just freezes. The temperature plummets drastically and it becomes freezing cold in here, like an Arctic winter. You are gonna take 1 damage. It does not specify, so you can choose where that damage will go, whether it is physical or mental.
Oh, fuck.
And then Dagmar, it is your turn. It's wee chilly in here.
Can I get past Max without disturbing the salt circle?
It's going to be tricky to do so. You will need a check.
I'm not going to risk that then. I don't know what to do. So the other dagger didn't work. These are not zombies, so it could be spirit based. So I guess I'm going to
Stabby!
I'm gonna go in and attack the bishop, but I'm gonna go in like behind the knees.
Is he a stinking bishop?
I mean, he's heading that way for sure.
Well, I mean, he's dead, so he's a bit of a stiff bishop.
Alright, give me that dagger attack.
Now you're just trying to beat him.
Yeah, but I'm doing this with the salt dagger. So...
Yeah.
Fuck.
What the? That's a miss. I mean, you've still got a fast action. You can keep it if you want, in case you need to dodge or parry.
I'm gonna keep it.
All right, nice. And so we go to the magnificent Hugo Bjornsson, and this is probably the perfect time for us to go on a little break, because we actually haven't had a break yet. So we probably should go and have one. As exciting as this is.
Before we meet our impending doom.
So we're just gonna like hang you all up on the hook of anticipation while we run for a little break. How long would everyone like? It's about 10 o'clock, so shall we do
3
10
minutes?
past? Should we do
10
10
past,
past
sounds good.
10?
Yeah, 10
Yeah,
passes.
that's fine.
All right, lovely. We're going to go for a little break. We're going to go and have a short rest, roll some hit die, drink some consumables, that sort of thing. And we will be back to finish off this dramatic encounter. And we are back from our break, and a crazy break it has been. A huge thank you to everyone in chat for the break time hype train. Everyone in break has been super excited. We've had little like yay hands and everything. It's been great. So huge thank you to everyone for, well, just for all the things, really. For all the things. You're all too fabulous, and you're all too lovely, and thank you very much. And saying thank you lots and lots and lots. Let's get straight back into combat so we can kill people. I mean, solve this terrible. It's awful. Solve it, of course.
Of course.
It is
Solved.
it is solved. It has been solved.
Yep.
We are. It is the magnificent Hugo Björnsson's turn. He is going to move through the carriage towards where Lily and Dedanet are hanging out.
Deadette.
It is Lily's turn.
I wasn't expecting him to come near me. I don't know why. I mean, you know,
You were lovers in life.
I was not. How dare you accuse me of such scandalous information there?
Escandalo.
Scandalo. I don't know. I always get confused which I can and can't do. Having seen my revolver action and not doing much to Danette, I'm going to take it and I'm going to try and shoot her in the leg, see if that slows her down, makes her unbalanced. In my angry way of going, will you just get out of my way? And I'm going to shoot her in the leg.
Oh my god! You're just going on some wild shooting spree.
Absolutely. Watch out. Lily, you thought was so sweet and mild. Oh, you're so wrong.
She's savage.
Don't get in my way. Alright. No!
Oh.
Why did we go on a break?
Well, that's it. There, all the good dice
literally,
gone.
After Grumpy Battersby calls you Lily the Kid.
It's all the dresses I couldn't see.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I thought this one was form-fitting.
The leg bit isn't so much.
Ah, fair.
It's a bit more flowy skirts on that one. And I will save my dodge action.
Okay. It is the Colonel's turn.
Okay, so how tough are these windows?
I mean, they're pretty tough. I mean, it was a bullet that got through it last time.
What I mean is, would I be able to smash it with the butt of my rifle?
Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Oh. I mean, it's not like it's double pane glass or anything, so I mean, you could probably give it a good try. It depends how strong you are.
At the moment, not very.
We have a help.
Yeah, the Colonel. He's going to try with his rifle to smash the window with the butt of his rifle.
And don't forget your +1.
Ooh, thank you. Would that be close combat or is that going to be force?
It will be force.
Come on, Jack.
We believe in you.
So I've got so many not hinders, but effects modes, and I'm now rolling 2 dice.
GM.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
That was so well
Perfect.
timed with the music as well.
Nice.
Right.
They didn't see the roll.
Oh, GM, you've paused the screen. There you go.
Sorry, sometimes if I don't have them in a very specific way, OBS is like, nope, can't see it. Nope, that doesn't exist. So many things are happening, I don't know what to do. This is just wild. Okay, you shatter the window that is next to you. You aim for the corner where you know that it is weakest. And once you shatter through that first bit, that is it. The window, the whole lot's coming out. And then you get the sound of the like rushing wind and the clanking of the wheels on the rails comes echoing into the room, into the corridor.
And then I'm going to position myself, hopefully for a dodge or a parry, to be able to, if anyone launches themselves at me, to then throw them out of the train.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
All right. Cool. All right. It is Magna's turn. Magna is going to. He's going to carry on what he's doing. So it is Caroline's turn. So the former Dr. Varland is going to try and grab you, Colonel. 2442.
Sounds like you're doing like football positionings.
But it is a miss. It is a miss for it is. Oh, I was too. Look at me. I was.
You were too quick.
Was too efficient for the help, meaning that Max gets it. All right, Max.
Could the
Colonel
Colonel
not get a parry?
Well, I
Yes,
didn't
try and-
get a success, but I guess the
Okay.
Colonel could use the
momentum?
You could use your reaction to try and throw.
I won't this time because they've missed. Because hopefully, then if the next person attacks me, I can then throw them out instead.
Okay, fair enough. It's
Because
not
the
like
bishop's there.
yeah, it's not like you know me enough that I might try and attack you with the next, the next being. Max, it is your turn.
Okay, observation +1. This is gonna go badly.
No, it's not.
Yes!
See?
Two
Hey,
successes!
2 successes. Nice.
Thank you, Joey.
Nice. Okay. It is headless net. Like headless Nick, but once a net. Headless net is coming for you.
She can't see me. She don't know where I am.
No, she can't see you at all, but she's gonna
Echolocation.
try. This time she's actually just gonna like try and like she's gonna try and like punch, barge, slam, whatever that body is capable of doing. Ooh, and I get a success. Now you saved your action, didn't you?
Yeah.
So it is a parry for this, so you will need to roll close combat for me.
Oh, goody.
Eee! Oh no! You are going to take 1 point of physical damage.
Thanks.
Okay, it is the bishop's turn. The bishop is going to try and probably attack Dagmar, who is closest. The priest stat block now. Why is this not in alphabetical order? What kind of evil being does that?
You.
Mikey got there first.
It's like we know Luke.
I know, right?
Hush up, yo!
Quiet, you.
You're next.
Wow.
And just to prove my point, here you go as the priest is attacking Dagmar with close combat, and I get a success. Did you save a reaction for your parry?
I did.
Lovely.
So I'm going to do the
Close combat for parry.
close combat with the intention of launching via momentum out the window.
Ooh, okay.
Close combat, yeah?
Yep, close combat.
Oh, the hell!
You go on, re-roll it, because I imagine that was just like seconds, not even seconds.
Here comes an even bigger failure.
Shut up! No!
No!
Oh, he's fucking rigged.
The dice gods! You're going to take a point of physical damage from...
Thank you, Evie.
From
I'm sorry,
Bishop Ling.
fucking bishop.
Okay,
Oh,
it is
dear.
the spooky ghost's turn. Okay, the spooky ghost is realizing that it can't get past. It's actually going to drift out into the next zone, which is outside, and then it is going to drift back in, and it is going to float over the top of the colonel. That's my 2 fast actions, though, so that's I haven't got anything else. Dagmar.
I'm engaged now, right? So I can't break
I mean, did you
away.
say yes? Yes, you're fully in engaged range.
So I can't do anything here apart from take on
Stabby, stab,
the
stab.
bishop. Throwy, throw.
Throwy, throw, stabby, stab, stab. What are you trying to do?
I am going to... Okay, I'm going to try and stab with the salt knife again.
Do it! Violence.
Hey.
Yes! Okay, so Dagmar, you do like this little street flip of the knife in your hand, and you stab into the bishop. The blade almost seems to ignite as it stabs into the bishop, who barrels backwards. A bright, almost fiery light seems to illuminate the bishop's corpse from the inside, as if they were burning from the inside out. And the bishop collapses backwards. Nope, that's you. Nope, that's the door. And the bishop collapses backwards, and a small bit of smoke it escapes from their mouth and nose, and the smoke You anticipate it will smell like burning corpse, but it doesn't. It smells like incense. And there's like a final gasp out of the corpse. It does not get back up from the floor. You still have your fast action.
Attack the doctor.
I can't. I've only got a
not the
fast action.
Ah, damn it.
Nice try.
Yeah. Double attack.
I can't even like give something. Okay, I am just going to save my fast action.
Okay, it is the magnificent Hugo's turn. He can't really do anything because the door is blocked by Headless Annette. So Lily, it's your turn.
Oh, goody. I don't know how this will work because surprisingly enough, it's not listed in slow action.
This means it's perfect.
I want to rip the top cover off the bed that's literally next to me, and I want to throw it around a net to catch her arms to try and spin around to face the other way so she can't attack me with her arms.
Oh my, this is wild. This is wild.
I'm going to make a ghost out of her.
This is Jackie Chan shit right here.
This legitimately is right here. This Jackie Chan shit. I would go with this as an agility roll, so let's do it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. You whip off some of the bedding. You like wrap it where you spin Annette all the way around. So Annette is now facing the magician. Anything else?
Does that give me the ability? Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with that's a slow action, by the way.
That's fine, not a problem at all. Yeah, what I'll probably do then is keep sort of dodge, parry, something like that. Just
All right.
Bishop,
Lovely.
not bishop. Magician tries something.
Colonel, you are now staring up at the glowing eye sockets of this undead spirit.
I have absolutely nothing on me that is able to deal with that.
No iron.
So,
Not my saber's not iron.
Break dust.
I'm too clean for that. Don't carry dust on me.
Dust. Anybody? No.
No.
Dust.
Okay. He's going to try and grab the doctor and throw her out the train.
Ooh, okay, that is going to be a force roll. The doctor only used a slow action, so I also have like dodge or parry.
Right. Okay. one die.
Gosh, you are very injured.
Oh.
There's a knife sticking out my side. I am struggling to do this.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so the two of you have kind of clashed together, and you're like real badly injured. Now there is a significant amount of blood loss. Like you have left a rather large pool of blood at your feet, and you are literally tackled up with this former Dr. Varland. Magna is going to carry on with what Magna is doing because, surprise, surprise, Magna is also engaged in a ritual. It is the Doctor's turn. The doctor is going to try and grapple you, Colonel. So I do a force roll, but we are like hand to hand grappling one another, but no one's getting the up. No one's stronger than the other.
It's because the Colonel's all lubed up with blood.
Max, it is your turn.
What do you want from me?
You're carrying on with your
Okay.
ritual. It'll be an observation.
I don't know what it's gonna do, but okay. Bad roll, probably. Yep.
Hey! Max, you have flung yourself into that space between life and death in a panic. You are vaguely conscious around you that your friends are in terrible danger. And you find yourself in this weird liminal space. You don't really know what you're doing here. You don't really know what you can do, but all you know is that you want to try and help your friends. And while you are there, you suddenly see like a black and white, grey, almost ghostly train carriage appear around you. And there are black, inky threads that reach from where Magna is, and like horrible angular puppet strings make angular crisscrossing webs through the carriage and attach themselves to the 4 victims of Magna. And it's at this moment that you realize that maybe there is something you can do in this liminal space after all. And you reach out with your arms, gathering all of these threads together and pull them in towards you, gathering them into almost an inky rope that you are holding in your hands. And you instantly feel yourself playing some horrifying tug of war in the spirit world with Magna as he tries to puppet string his undead marionettes, and you with all your might try to hold the string still, freezing the corpses in place. For everyone else, you see the 4 victims just go completely rigid. All of their limbs, their fingers, everything goes completely rigid, as if they've like been frozen on the spot. It is Annette's turn, but completely unable to do anything as Max has hold of the puppet strings and is preventing them from moving. It is.
I'm trying to help.
It is, however, the ghost's turn. It reaches out towards you with one ghostly little hand, and as it does so, it says, "Help me!" And it reaches out to grab you. Ooh.
Now would be a good time for chat to use all of their hinders.
No, don't listen. Don't you be listening to those.
Who's the ghost grabbing?
Those meddling players. The Colonel.
Oh my god.
Esther has redeemed a help for you.
Can we get a ban on Astra? Oh wait, I'm a monk.
Oh, holy moly, Estra. This is gonna be a lot of dice.
Colonel.
Ooh, Colonel, I am afraid that you... I am afraid, Colonel, that you are going to take a physical and a mental damage as this creature's little spindly ghost hand grips hold of you, and you feel the horrible wave of death ripple through your body.
I haven't used my fast action, so can I use resist magic as my reaction?
You sure can try
You have
to
2
resist.
hinders. 3 hinders.
The chat really
Rolling
wants
one
death.
one die it is. I can't.
Come on, Jack.
You're only allowed to
You
roll one
can't
anyway,
be hindered any further. You only have 1 die, and the rules predicate that you are always allowed to roll a dice.
So does that move them?
The line
So,
from His Chaos
what-
just says, sniff your way out of that.
Does that mean that all these hinders then move on to Dagmar?
Yeah,
as their
pretty
next?
much.
In hell.
There's now 3 hinders that need to be managed. Okay, so you are going to try to resist magic. Okay, it's going to be a force roll. 1 die
Okay.
force roll.
Yes!
Oh! Then you are only going to take 1 point of damage, and it can be either physical or mental. It is your choice.
Mental.
Oh my
mental.
god.
I'm not-
Mental.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh
Jeez.
my fucking god.
Dagmar, it is your turn.
Man, right, so the doctor isn't moving and I'm not engaged anymore because I've finished the bishop.
You have a smoky dagger.
I do. So I'm going to take my salty dagger and drive it up into the spirit.
Oh, okay, nice.
So you have Sparkles' hinder.
Oh.
-1. Wait, I already had a modifier of 1 on here. Why?
Because of the
Because
dagger.
of the salt. Yeah, because of the salt
Oh,
on
so
it.
I don't. So I take that off. So I go to 0, not -1. Fuck.
You like try and slash for this thing, but you're like trying to slash over the kernel, and the kernel's just, you can't quite reach to get at this horrible creature. Anything else?
I'm saving my fast action.
Alright. Then, in that case, it is Lily's turn.
Two questions. The door to this bedroom, how does it open and does it have a lock? And by how does it open, I appreciate that's the doorknob. What I mean is whether it does it.
No, this
It's for me or
bedroom.
into
No,
me?
the door doesn't lock. The
Cool.
bathroom door will.
That's fine. What way does it open?
Oh, they
Is it open?
slide.
Oh, they slide.
Yeah, they slide. All the
Oh.
train doors slide.
Ugh. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Gosh, I promise. I promise that I will never have slidey doors again.
Yeah, how rude. How am I supposed to deal with that? Okay, having turned Annette around, I'm gonna like kick her in the backside to sort of push her forward to try and knock over.
Yeah, let's kick her in the
magician.
ass.
Yeah, kick her in the ass. And then move towards. Can I do that? Move towards the bathroom.
Yes, absolutely.
Cool. I'm assuming that'd go as unarmed attack, so force roll.
Yes, it is a force roll. So you can use your slow action to push and then your fast action to move through the room. Yep, absolutely. It is a force roll.
With a hinder.
And I can't do anything to stop you. So as long as you get a success, I will be shoved out of the room. Oh! You try to shove a net, but she's so rigid, she just doesn't move.
That's fine. I suspect that I would have just kicked and almost like pushed off of her to run the other way. So I'm going to move towards... I'm assuming I can't actually get into the room because that's another move.
Yeah, it's another movement.
That's fine. I'll run up to the door. I think I've just parkoured off her backside, haven't I?
Parkour.
Parkour and go.
I mean... Yeah? Oh my god. Alright, it is the Colonel's turn.
Okay. There's nothing I can do about the spirit above me because I've got nothing to attack it with, so I am going.
I was going to say, you can dip into the salt as long as you don't break it.
I went to stick to the blade. I haven't got my sword out yet.
Pinch of salt. Ching. Fling. Little bit of seasoning to the ghost.
Steal the salt cellar out your hand.
That's too much risk breaking the circle for you, I think. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and maneuver around Matt's, leaving the spirit where he's, so probably take an attack of opportunity or whatever, and try and get into the next zone to chase after Magna. So I could be breaking the circle anyway, so either or.
Okay.
So do I need to do, because you want me to do an agility roll to get past the salt
Yeah,
circle? Or
it'll
just
be an
jump over it?
agility roll to get past the salt.
Why is the one who's nearly physically broken doing agility rolls?
Because this is the society.
What could go wrong, really?
Nothing.
Especially with Jack's
It'll
rolls.
go-
I mean,
Yeah, but you know it's going to be working perfectly because he'll just set the sniffing on and take all the successes for the next 4 rolls.
Yeah, we'll try and sniff my way around this.
Colonel Sniffington.
Oh dear.
Fine. Yeah, I'm going to try and move around Max if I can. I'm guessing as I do so, I stumble and...
Yeah, you absolutely, you boot a load of the salt and utterly break the circle.
Just to where?
Thankfully, it's only a protective circle from the spirit and not actually necessary for the ritual.
Oh, yeah, no,
You don't know that.
no idea. And then use my next action to go into the next zone so I can run for Magnum next.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. It is Magnus' turn. Magnus going to carry on with what he's doing. The doctor is frozen. Max, it is your turn. So, it now entirely depends what you want to do. You have hold of all of these threads. Do you want to keep hold of them? Do you want to try and wrestle them off of Magnus? Like, what would you like to do with them? Is this a just carry on what you're doing, or...
I would like, if you would allow me, using the threads to send a strike fear into Magna.
Ooh.
So I kind of like want to use it as a telephone. Yeah, I just want to kind of like... Down it goes.
Yes.
It's a slow action. He's not a Vaesen. There's nothing to roll. It's just strike fear. It's a strike fear with 1.
So what does it do? You get because
it counts as a slow action and does not work against Vaesen. That's what I've got written down.
Oh, that's all you've written down. Okay, cool. Let me just.
You have a help.
You do that cancel? I think that cancels out the hinder. Because we still had a hinder.
We do.
Well,
have a hinder.
so I don't think you need to roll anything, but I think I do.
Yeah.
So I would get the help.
But it cancels out the previous hinder.
Yeah. So
It's a
it's a zilch. Oh, there's another
Now there's a
hinder.
Okay.
Thanks, Esther.
So it is a logic or an empathy test. Is what I need to do.
Mm-hmm. Because he's human. He's in my world now, bitch.
He is indeed. Okay, I'm going to do a logic roll. Now, I had a help, but then I had a hinder.
A help and a hinder, so you're now hindered.
All right. So, oh, but now I've had a help.
Right. Oh, for goodness.
All right, I'm going to quickly roll it before anyone changes. I fail anyway.
Yay!
All right, so I am struck with fear.
Does that send... Because when I failed my logic roll in the spirit world, I got thrown out of it. Does that throw him out of the spirit world the same way I did?
He's not in the spirit world.
But he's using it.
He is using it indeed, yes. Oh, nice. Okay. Right. Sorry, I'm chasing up with rules and blah 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 blah. Okay. You've got hold of these threads. Magna has the other end. You shove your strike fear through the threads, knowing that they're connected to Magnus, and you send a ripple through the threads. It slams into Magnus, and you feel the threads shatter in your hands. As that happens, Lily, you're just going to hear thumping from the other side of the door. But Dagmar, you're going to see the former Dr. Varland just hit the deck.
Thud.
All of those inky threads are shattered. In doing so, you also launch yourself out of the spirit world as the thing you're holding on to breaks.
Yeah.
And you kind of wake up to see the ghost on your right, the colonel on your left, and your circle of salt is broken.
And I have a fast
stuck
action.
in the middle with you.
Because that's a slow action, so I still have a fast. Can I throw the salt at it, or is that a slow action?
That's a slow action for an attack.
Okay, in that case then, I am going to draw up a handful of salt from the floor. Because that's draw weapon.
Okie dokie. So, it is the spirit's turn. The spirit is going to see you running away, Colonel. It is going to wail. There is this horrifying wailing child sound, but the sound is warped and it breaks and kind of it breaks and ripples in a way, and you feel it. Like, you feel it in your soul. It's going to be another force roll, I'm afraid, to resist.
I haven't got fast action to resist it, so is it just a...
Do you have any actions at all?
No, I use
Then
both
you
of them to get away.
can't resist magic. In that case, then you are going to take 1 point of damage. It's probably mental.
Yeah, I am broken.
Whoa!
No.
Here we go, everyone. It's the big, scary roll. D66, please.
Oh shit.
Low numbers, Jack. Come on, low numbers.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We can't much higher.
Oh,
What was that? Low numbers, Jack.
God.
Oh shit.
You know that character you were talking about earlier?
Yeah. So just so that everybody in chat is aware, a D66 is the broken dice, and the higher you roll, the worse it becomes.
I think I know actually.
They can't. The stream currently isn't showing the roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
Oh, is
showing
it?
63. Yeah.
Oh, it's me. Ignore me.
Oh! All right, Colonel, you hear this horrific wail, and it rips through your mind as you're trying to get after Magna. You collapse onto the ground, like trying to cover your ears, and then as quickly as the sound appears, it disappears. And so does your need to find Magna. And so does your need... So does your need to do everything except count how many threads there are in this rug. Your critical injury is obsession with detail. So you are now literally counting how many threads there are in the carpet. I need you to roll me a d6.
Oh, God.
This needs to be high.
Yes.
You have
Ooh.
6 minutes for somebody to come and help you. Otherwise, you will never recover from this, like, almost catatonic obsession with tiny details.
Random question. I know it's out of turn, but
Yep.
Is this what the powdered stag's horn would be for?
No, this
Damn
is
it.
now a critical injury, so this will require someone to do a successful inspiration roll.
Lily, I think you're up. You're the only one without any injury.
Dagmar, you're up. You literally hear the horrifying scream, but it doesn't affect you in the way that it does the Colonel. The Colonel kind of drops to the floor and just doesn't seem to get back up.
I would
It
have
does
to
look
run past the
ominously
spirit,
like the Colonel is sniffing the carpet.
which is not out of character.
You would have to run past the spirit, yes.
Yeah, so I think my only option is to try and keep the spirit occupied.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go in again with the old salty knife.
All right. Nice.
And I do have a help.
Woohoo!
Which doesn't do anything!
Refresh your roll 20.
Oh my god.
Reset those dice.
All right. Anything else, Dagmar?
Can I move to the next zone?
You can, yes.
I'm gonna move to the Colonel.
All right. Normally, you would need to disengage from the spirit, but it isn't after you at all. It's not interested. It's only after the Colonel. Lily.
Hi.
You've basically just seen the 2 corpses just hit the deck.
Cool. I will move back towards the door, and I can step through as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can step into the other room.
Lovely. And that's about all I can do, isn't it? That's both my moves done.
All
Excellent.
right, Colonel. There is nothing you can do but mumble as you can. Magna is going to come round the corner. He's going to come round the corner like wild-eyed, and he's looking like up and down the carriage like a man possessed. He's like looking up and down the carriage. His eyes lock with yours, Max, and you know instantly that he's clocked that it must be you. It must be you. And he points at you, Max, and he says, "Stop the sorcerer!" And you see a little bit of smoke waft out of the bottle as he makes the order. The spirit is now looking down at you, Max. And it is your turn.
It is! And I have a handful of fucking salt.
Fucking salt.
So I'm gonna just literally go bleh at it.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna go bleh and throw it. I'm actually gonna put my hands in it with the salt.
Ooh.
I'm
right next to it. I might as well just go.
Bold. Okay.
Salt enema, anybody?
You are going to need to do a force roll as you touch this creature, because it is now targeting you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do the force roll...
3 successes.
Wow! You are completely unaffected by the deathly nature of this spirit, and you just shove the salt straight into it. Your hands ignite into flames inside this creature, which screams horrifically at your burning fists that are deep inside of it.
What is this magic?
It is the spirit's turn. It is going to try and disengage from you. So
I don't want to let it.
Tough titties, really.
Don't you still have a fast action left?
Yeah, because I've only attacked it.
You can use a hold.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm speaking out of turn.
No. Honestly, it's fine. You are allowed to chinwag. Preferably because it keeps people entertained while I rummage through the books.
So yeah, with the fast action, I'd like to try and hold it. There.
Yeah, okay. In that case, then, we are going to do contested manipulation rolls.
But I had 3. Okay.
Yeah, your 3 force was to stop it annihilating your physical body.
Yeah. I'll let you roll first, then.
All right. I have...
You can take the good roll.
I only get 1.
One.
You need to basically one.
No.
No, manipulation.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, contested.
Manipulation. Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
so
Nope.
it manages to literally rip itself away from you. There's smoke pouring off of your hands. And it moves away from you. So it floats all the way, not all the way, but it floats away from you, and you can see it clearly looks like it's thinking about what on earth, what is it gonna do next. Dagmar, it is your turn.
Okay, so if I was to help the Colonel, it has to be inspiration,
It's an inspiration roll.
I think I'm going to have to do that. Fuck. Very inspirational. God, my rolls are terrible!
You need to have a drink.
If you want, you can push the roll and roll all your dice again. But if you do that, you will take a mental condition.
I'm going to do it.
Okay, so don't take the condition. Roll the dice first, and then... And now you have an extra condition. As you're literally like... You're like down with the Colonel, and you're like, Colonel, like, you snap out of it. Snap out of it.
Ironically, I just tick the box that says angry.
Lily, it's your turn.
Lovely. I will run to this door and see Max with his hands in said...
Well, it's a Max with his hands that are smoking, and this creature that is like smoking as well, and it's staring at Max.
Can I squeeze past it to go here?
Yes, you can.
Wonderful. Yeah, and seeing obviously Dagmar and the Colonel on the floor, I will be making my way there. I don't know how much movement I've actually got left.
You've only used one. Where were you? You were at the door, weren't you? So you've moved to the door and then through the door. So those were both of your fast actions.
Yeah, so that's it. It's me done, isn't it?
All right, Colonel, you're counting. It is Magna. Magna is actually going to Magna is actually going to walk over to Dagmar and the Colonel, and is going to like draw a gun. Because like this clearly is taking too long. Max,
Yes.
it's your turn. You do hear Magna walking towards Dagmar and the Colonel.
Cool. I would like to try and throw my dagger into his head.
All right.
It's not doing me any use.
Okay. Do your dagger.
Use.
It is ranged, so you might need to change the drop down for your dagger from melee to ranged.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Use. Submit. Nope.
Oh, God.
You like spin around and throw your dagger, but like, you know, you just kind of toss it in that general direction.
Eh.
But there is now a spare dagger.
There is now a spare dagger, and it goes clanking onto the floor. You can see that there is still some smoke coming out of the bottle. It is the ghost's turn.
Oh, I'm gonna use my...
Oh, go on then.
My first action is going to be a resist magic.
Oh, okay. So the little ghost is actually seeing you turn around. The ghost is going to come up to you. So it's going to be a force roll again for you.
This is going to be bad then. Judging by all the rolls above it, this is the bad one. Oh, it's... we both succeed.
Yeah, we both succeed. So you don't take any damage at all.
Yes.
As this creature kind of reaches out to get hold of you, you just brush off the spirit, the feeling of death that the spirit has. Dagmar, it is your turn.
Looking up and seeing Magna drawing a gun, I'm going to go straight in I'm going to go straight in for the neck with my salt knife.
Ooh, yes!
For fuck's sake!
Oh my god, the tension of this is almost too much. That is a miss, I'm afraid.
Yeah. I'm going to save my fast action for a dodge.
Alright, Lily.
Also seeing that Magna has drawn a gun and is aiming towards Dagmar and the Colonel, sort of on the ground. I go, "Oi, Dagmar," and I'm going to fight her. No, not Dagmar, Magna. Oh, two similar names. I'm going to shoot the one person there.
Just shooting Dagmar.
God.
Surprise! Plot twist!
Hope you didn't realise. And yeah, I'm going to try and shoot Magna.
Oh my god. It's like really tense. Yes!
Holy jeez!
Woohoo! 6 points of damage. Or is it 3?
Well,
don't know.
it's 2. It'll be 4 in total.
Yeah.
All right. So you like flip that revolver in your hand, and you just fire off a bullet at Magna. The bullet crashes into Magna, and you're not, you're not apparently, we're discovering Lily knows her way around a revolver. You
Been
fire
close
this
by me
bullet.
ever since.
Tell us how you kill Magna.
So, as I shoot my revolver, I have aimed for the shoulder that's holding the gun. And my aim isn't quite as true as I thought it was, having only thinking to disarm him, and actually I shoot him directly in the chest, killing him outright.
With your crotch gun. That's
With
what
my
I love
crotch
about
He slams into the ground
Oh, yeah.
behind you, blood spray through the carriage. The bottle goes clanking down the carriage a little way. Anything else, Lily?
I think that's it, because I'd have had to redraw my weapon, because
Yep.
I obviously sheeted a net earlier.
Okay. Lieutenant, Colonel, I'm sorry, but you can only mumble through your new insanity.
30, 40, 50.
Magna is deceased, so it is Max. It's your turn.
Can I do anything across zones? Like, can I give an inspiration
Yeah.
when
you
he's
can-
right next to
Yes, yeah.
me? Right, inspiration, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus. Come on. Yes, this is success!
Hooray!
Nice! That is a success! Colonel, you are no longer... you snap out of this obsession with, like, this insanity that comes over you, and you are snapped back into reality. You are now able to take actions again, but you don't... It doesn't heal you, it just breaks you out of your condition. Does that make
Can I have
sense?
shouted as well, the bottle?
Yes, absolutely. The ghost is going to creep back up behind you, though. You've used your fast and your slow action,
I can't resist.
so there's no resisting. So the creature is going to do its...
Oh!
And it does nothing! It does nothing to you, Max.
I am just too
Dagmar,
cool for
it's
ghosts.
your turn.
I am going to run and grab the bottle.
Yep.
Having picked it up, does anything change with the spirit?
I need you to do a manipulation roll.
Oh no.
You have to take command of it.
Mm-hmm.
Hooray!
Way! You pick up this bottle, and as soon as you pick up this bottle, you feel like you have a vice-like grip on this spirit. And as you get that vice-like grip, you get the strangest sensation. It's like you have a little scared bird in a cage, or like you have a little mouse like in your hand ready. Like it's a horrible sensation to wield this power over something so small and innocent, but you have full control over it. You can use a fast action to give it an order.
Kill them all. No. I genuinely don't know how to free this thing, so I'm just going to give it a command to get back in the bottle.
Ooh, okay, absolutely. And it does, and that brings us straight out of out of combat. So we come straight out of combat as this creature is sucked straight back into the bottle, almost like a genie like a genie in a lamp, almost.
I'm gonna check on the Colonel. I don't really know much first aid, but I can assist if possible.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Colonel is not gonna die.
That's all right then.
So the Colonel is safe. Just
Cool.
very tired and very injured.
Mm-hmm.
While Max is doing that, I'm just going to do what Dagmar does and go through Magnan's pockets, just in case there's a note in there that says, "It was me, I did it all, mwahaha."
He doesn't have anything in his pockets other than, like, there's, like, dusty residue in the bottom of his pockets that smells like the incense.
Mm-hmm.
But there is something that he does have as you search him. He is wearing a chain, and at the end of the chain is a cross. A wrought iron cross with a red rose in the center of it.
Definitely take that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely going to take that one.
I think it would be best if we take that bottle back to the to where we're going to need to take Lily.
That's
Can I give the bottle to Max? Because Max knows about these things, and Dagmar's pissed.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give this bottle to Max.
Max takes it. Colonel, a drink perhaps, or just straight to bed.
Wait. I'm going to pull out the really fancy brandy I had in my satchel that I stole from the bar earlier.
Mm-hmm. All right. We're going to
pass it
flick
round.
over to Theatre of the Mind, because this is going to bring us to the end of the chapter. You retire to the bar. All of you shaking from adrenaline, fear, maybe both. And when you arrive at the bar, you find Dr. Varland, the train guard, and Ola have awakened along with the barman. You regale the guard with what has happened, and he goes to investigate the master suite as you try to recover from these events with a drink. By now, it is some time in the night. But you do not sleep. There is no way that any of you will get any rest this evening. Instead, you spend some time with one another in companionship, just talking. Just talking and telling Lily of your discoveries in Erdegarden and of the Hall and of this secret society that you are rekindling from the ashes. The next day, the train arrives at its first stop. And it does so to an excited crowd that goes from excited to horrified at the revelation of the murders aboard the train. It takes but moments for police to arrive, and there is a whirlwind of investigation, of questions, of giving statements, handing over any evidence that you have to prove the story that you are telling of the events aboard the train. And the evidence is very compelling. And the guilt falls squarely at Magna's feet. The only options really that you have left after the police are done with you and take over the crime scene is to either return to your homes or to head straight for the hall under the mountain in the sleepy town of Espedalen. What do you all plan to do?
Espedalen.
To the hall.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll follow.
You're gonna love it, Lily. It's absolutely great. There's Bob and there's Frank and there's Jeff and there's George and there's Bjorn and there. Let's just start listing out all the different frogs.
I look forward to meeting them.
Still slightly injured. The colonel's gonna. It's
Slightly injured, but wrapped to the heavens in bandages, having obviously received some significant medical attention on arrival.
There's a lovely cool spring shower there. That's you've never experienced anything like.
Just be certain to put the plug in.
And with these conversations aboard, hopefully, a less murderous train, we leave our brave souls as they return to the headquarters of the society in the hall under the mountain. Having encountered this unknown enemy yet again, but also acquired this helpless spirit trapped inside a bottle. We pan out of the train and just watch as it rolls in between mountains and fjord, forest and sky, returning to the hall under the mountain. And that is the end of chapter 4.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone! I genuinely thought we were going to lose someone.
Oh, that was so close.
I was convinced of it. I was like, we're losing someone. Someone's going to go.
We almost did. But those last rolls, fucking hell.
Oh, yeah. Only just squeaking through at the end.
That was squeaky bum whole time.
It really was.
Old crack shot Lily.
Crotch shot, Lily.
Crotch shot Lily.
Lily!
Oh,
It's too,
that-
it's too
but
much.
That's not going to go either. It's sort of going to have Sniffington and my
Lily
crop
Holster.
shop. Yeah.
Crotch shot lady and her overly precise hand cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe small, but it's got a bang.
Hey,
Oh my god.
GM, that was fab. Well done.
Oh,
We actually have the names being updated as we speak. Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, he, him, aka Colonel Sniffington, and Lily Holston Romanoff, she, her, aka Lily Holster.
absolutely.
Excellent.
We are going to thank you everyone for joining us this evening. I do know that we ran a little bit over, but I just thought 26 minutes would be a ridiculous episode for next week. So a huge thank you for everyone for persevering and pushing through when we overran a little bit. We're just going to do a quick whip around our amazing and incredible cast for Chapter 4. And do our usual, who are you, who did you play, where can we find you, and what do you want to say? Let's start with Max.
Hi! So, I'm Mike. I played Maximilian Fjordbach, the absolute weirdo and paranormal investigator. I also stream on Twitch under the username mutinous_Mikey. And I will be back on Wednesday night. I'm a variety streamer. And you can also find me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok when I can post because I forget. And thank you very much, GM, and Joint Mod, Divin Inc.
Yeah.
and everybody else.
Thank you. Colonel Sniffington.
Yeah, so I've Jack, also known as Viking Jack. I've been playing Lieutenant Colonel Bartholomew Seaton, apparently aka Colonel Sniffington. You can find me on Instagram, though I don't post anything, under jmbarber_the Colonel. Other than that, thank you, chat, for being so chaotic and devious and wanting to see me dead. I have a backup character. I don't want to bring him in just yet, so don't kill me yet, please. I'm
Yeah, no,
loving this
please don't
character.
kill anyone. I don't want anyone to die.
Yes, thank you, DM. Thank you, Luke, so much. It's been amazing, as always. So,
No, thank you. Thank you. We're going to go to Lily Holster.
Hi, I'm Charlie. I've been playing Lily Holstein Romanoff, aka Lily Holster, so just watch yourself. You can't find me anywhere. Luke loves the fact that I am this little hermit that just doesn't appear in anywhere.
I just love that you can't find me anywhere.
You can't find me anywhere. Just here. This is it. I don't.
This will be
do
the plot
anything else.
twist.
Yeah, it
Charlie
will
is
be.
in fact a Vaesen.
Yeah. Shh! Don't tell everyone. I just want to say thank you to Luke for being amazing. You are an incredible GM. If it wasn't for you putting this together, we wouldn't be here. To all the beautiful peeps that have played in this session as well, incredible. And obviously chat, again, amazing. So love you all. That's it.
Do you want me to go, Luke?
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Do you like me to
Luke's
go
just
next?
It makes
Yeah.
sense what
His
he's
own world.
actually
Yes,
doing. Yeah,
please. That
completely.
would be great.
We'll just
He's done his job
deeply-
now. It's like
Yeah,
our
I'm
story's
done.
over.
I'm done.
I
I'm
shut
like,
down.
I'm falling. I'm shutting down. I'm falling asleep.
He's
so
dead.
power of the
It's-
students.
I'm this close. I'm literally this close to getting a Colonel Sniff, like redeem with a Colonel and a Sniff pop up, but I can't figure out. I can't
I think
figure out.
I think you need a Colonel Sniffington emote.
I can't figure out how to, like, I've got it. I've got the thing. I've got the overlay that's set up. I've got the store reward. I've got like the stream store reward, but I don't know how to join the two together.
We'll figure it out.
Because I've got lurk and that works. I can't work out how to attach the two. So I was kind of really hoping that I could surprise everyone by being like, bam, there you go.
And instead, you just ignored me. That's fine.
But instead, I just completely ended up ignoring you because...
Yeah. Well, you can't find me, so I mean, just ignore me. It's just the same.
You can't... Oh, well, I'm going to say yes, and dividend.
Guess I'll do my goodbyes then. But first, I echo what Jerry says in chat. We need a Colonel Sniffington emote.
Mm-hmm.
This needs to happen. So, as a final sign off, thank you everyone. I'm Dan, also known as Divin Inc. I can be found on Twitch, streaming 3 or 4 times a week, a variety of things. And I can also be found on Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, all under Divin Inc. And yeah, a huge thank you, GM, for such a wonderful story. The way you execute these really does set the atmosphere. There were some moments that were so nerve-wracking, and that's all because of the hard work you do. And to the people who've been playing in this chapter, it's been so much fun, you guys. Thank you so much. And everyone in chat, you're all chaotic, you're all evil, and we adore you.
Hell yeah.
Stop playing with your admin, Luke.
No, I'm never going to stop playing with my
You've not
admin.
ended stream yet.
All right. Thank you so much to our incredible cast, and also a huge thank you to everyone that came along. We're going to head over to our credit roll and get ready to do our raid. So we're just going to say one last goodbye to our incredible cast of Chapter 4. Absolutely amazing. And we are going to hit that credit roll. Here we are. I just want to say an absolutely huge thank you to everybody that came along tonight. Not only did we get an incredible audience of you amazing people, but we also had several hype trains happen. I got a little bit flustered. I didn't really know what to do about them. I didn't really know how to say thank you to everyone, and I'm not going to lie, I don't entirely know what they all mean. So thank you so much. So yeah, everything we do in this stream, we do this for 2 reasons. Number 1, because we have too much fun, and number 2, we want to share it with you guys. So you really are the reason why we stream this. So a huge thank you to absolutely everyone that came along this evening and who comes along to our live streams on Twitch, and to all of you who catch up on our YouTube. Your support is absolutely incredible, and it makes all of this worthwhile. There is an incredible credit roll going past me right now of the it's not the credit roll that's incredible, it's the people on it. These incredible contributors to our stream are absolutely amazing. Please do go and check them out if you want to use any of the amazing assets that we used in our stream for your tabletop games. We're going to head over to a raid right now, so I'm going to do my normal hearing voices. Here we go. I'm tuning into that Spirit World Max /raid. Live, Live, from the Apocalypse. Okay, live from the Apocalypse. What are they playing? A cat. Ooh, all right. We are going to head on over to live from the Apocalypse, who are we're going to head on over. I'm going to hit that button. We're ready to raid. Yay! The raid is working. All right. I'm going to say one last thank you to all of you incredible people who joined us on stream this evening. And I hope to see you for the beginning of Chapter 5. So do keep your eyes open on our social medias and in our schedule for when our Chapter 5 starts. One last thank you from me as we head over to our raid.